Let's talk about disc injuries. And I think people get super spooked when they hear about discs. And obviously in the rehab setting, it's a miserable thing. It can be low back pain. It can be burning pain in your big toe. It can be ridiculous stuff down your leg. The truth is, every one of us trains disc injury patients all the time without even knowing it. Great study back in 1994, New England Journal of Medicine, where they sent out MRIs to 98 healthy backs to various doctors and asked them to diagnose, and 80% of the MRI interpretations came back with disc herniations and bulges. In fact, I think it was actually 82%. I may have been incorrect here, but in 38% of those patients, there was actually involvement of more than one disc. So disc bulges, herniations, whatever it may be, the question is, why are these people that are diagnosed not symptomatic? I think the question just becomes, how do they move? And that's really what we're really focused on today in the context of what Mike and I are talking about with this functional stability training approach. We know that everyone will go into a small amount of lumbar flexion under load when they do go into a squat pattern. The question is whether they're near end range flexion, not so much whether they're in a little bit of flexion. So that's the big game, You guys have heard the analogy of, creating a disc injury in the spine is just like taking a credit card. You go through enough cycles of flexion, extension, it's going to go. So I think a lot of times we have people that maybe start in a more extended posture and then go more towards neutral as they go into a deeper squat. How do we prevent disc injuries from becoming symptomatic? Obviously, stay away from lumbar flexion, especially with rotation and under load. So the last thing you want to do is back squat somebody with a disc injury and then have them rotate in the bottom position. I don't know if anybody's ever cued that. You can see just about anything on YouTube, so I'm sure if we wanted to find it, we could. Work on ankle mobility. Why? Getting a little bit more dorsiflexion, keep people off their toes, allows them to squat deeper with a neutral spine. Increase thoracic spine mobility. Why? Puts us in a better position to get all our core stabilizers, our scapular stabilizers, get good pulling of the bar down into the shoulders, get some lat involvement to keep us in extension. Increase hip mobility, obviously. Get a little bit more mobility at their hips, and you immediately kind of improve their core stabilizer function. Just remember that the lumbar spine can be stabilized within the range of motion it already has. This feeds right back into the talk that Mike gave a little bit earlier on. There's no reason to create more range. They're probably plenty flexible in their spine. You just need to get a little more stable where you are.